We here. Yo, what's up,
Yes.
everybody? What's up, everybody? Yo, this is the 81st episode of the In Your Face.
Show.
I had to get you back. I gotta get it. You gotta get it.
It's good.
So, this is a very special, very special, very special episode. I will be interviewed by my co-host Nakia Nakia Bryant, and
Thank
she
you.
will be giving me all that questions. Y'all and the people in the comments can give me questions. So I want to be interviewed and everything, and it's going. I'm gonna pass it to her, Miss Nakia
It's
Bryant.
not going to be so bad. Thank you for having me again, and I'm just honored to be here talking to you about you. So, how
Well,
are
thank
you
you.
this evening?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling
Are you?
good.
That's good.
Yes, ma'am.
So, let's get started. So, tell us a little bit about you and where you are from.
Well, the people already know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? The king, they already know where the king is from, baby girl. You
Okay,
know.
well, tell us what you have for breakfast this morning.
Nah. Seriously, though, I'm from Camden, New Jersey. CMD in the house, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I'm from Camden, New Jersey. Uh, I'm Daniel Taylor, Camden, New Jersey, the host of the greatest show on earth. Yes, it
All
is.
right.
The In Your Face Show.
All right.
I'll say, so, and there you go.
All right. So every day that we wake up here, is a blessing. So tell
Very
us
much.
what brings you joy every day. What puts that smile on King Daniel Taylor's face every morning?
Man, it's a multitude of things.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna narrow it down to five things. God, first and foremost, He's my everything. He's my everything. He's everything that I carry. He carries me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I take him everywhere I go.
Everywhere you go,
Everywhere I go. You
like
know what I'm
American
saying?
Express.
He's my heart, my everything. And my family. Um,
Okay.
and just to get up on this show every day, to do what I do, and to just be great. I
Mhm.
love this show. I adore it. This is actually my second born
Your second born.
baby. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I
Tell
built
us.
this show
Huh?
out of nothing, actually.
What do you
Um,
mean out of nothing?
Meaning it's like this. At first, it was a dream. It was a a figment of my imagination at first.
Okay.
But I spoke it into existence, and God turned it from nothing to something.
Right.
And through me, God has built something beautiful.
Just endless, endless blessings. I see. So what is the most common misconception about Mr. Taylor?
Man.
The most common, not something your mom would say or your dad. People out there, your fans, your friends, what do you want them to think is really not you or really is you that they, don't really know?
Well, the one thing about me is that, man, I'm a very passionate person, and like I'm one of the most passionate persons you'll ever meet. And what I mean by that is like when my passion shows, it shows all around me. And like I am one of the rowdiest people ever, whether it's through football,
Right.
anything. But when it comes to something that I do, Jarhead,
Mhm.
this show, I'm passionate. I know I'm great. I know I'm the shit. I know I'm the best. I know I'm everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just one thing about me that it's just a misconception about me is that my confidence. They take it for cockiness, and I take it as me being overconfident. And a lot of people, yo, you shouldn't be overconfident, but I have to be.
Yeah. You
I have
got
to
to be
be.
your biggest fan, right?
Yeah, I
Where
am,
do
and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Is like me as a person. Like I know I'm gonna be at the mountaintop. I'm the motherfucking goddamn motherfucking mountain in this motherfucking bitch in this bitch right here. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
And I'm climbing my own goddamn mountain, and I'm going to be at the top of it. And God
Right.
is my foundation of it.
Right.
So God is the roots that hold this motherfucker together. You know what I'm saying?
So
And I keep it the beaming.
where do you think that passion came from?
It
An
can't.
experience, was it something that happened during your childhood, or just, out of high school, where it's not so struct, did
It
something
came.
happen to where it just changed your way of
It
seeing
came
things?
from. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
It came from actually, being put down all my life. It came from being told you're nothing, being told you're not the best, being told you're not the king, you're not a king, and being asked what is a king, being questioned about why I call myself the king. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And this made me want to fight even more. And I caught myself trying to explain to people why I call myself the motherfucking king. I don't have to, and I realized I don't have to explain
You don't
myself
have to, yeah, you
to explain
realize.
myself to nobody.
Right, right, right.
And I realized that people are not secure in themselves. That's why they question me and my personality and what I have going on around here. They worry about more about me rather than about themselves. And the
Right.
thing about this is that I know how great I am. I know my identity. I know the best. I know what I am. I know who I am. And I know what I'm capable of, and I'm capable of the world.
Right. Yeah. So,
And,
yeah.
you know, matter of fact, I'm capable of goddamn motherfucking heaven. You damn motherfucking right. You know what I'm saying?
Now you
That's some
can't
damn
cuss.
shit.
You can't cuss. Now God ain't gonna open the door if you cuss at him now.
Oh no, no, that's my Jesus right there. I never curse at him. God knows
You
I
gonna
got him
say,
back.
son, let me think about this for a second. let me let me wash that potty mouth out. No. Well, as we're talking about positive energy, what is the energy that you can't be around? What are you like, no, 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 that is not bringing me down today?
uh,
That person, even if they, say things to you that have hurt you before, what is it that your energy, no thank you.
Being around judgmental and gossiping people, being
Mhm.
around people that are hypocrites and judgmental people, being around people that don't look at themselves and are ready to judge another man or another person for their wrongdoings. And I can't be around people like that. I'll be done curse them
Right.
out. I'll be done tried to rip their head off. That's just
Right.
me. I'm just the type of person like, I hate that because I've been judged my whole life and it brings it back on me. You know what I'm saying? It brings it back to me and it makes me go back to that part of where I used to be and like I don't like that,
Right.
and
Right.
I hate people like that. I hate people that are not saying people as you know, I hate their actions, you know what I'm saying? I hate when
Mhm.
people are just people that are just being so vindictive and they judge constantly. What is your problem,
Right.
Why do you judge a man because he did this, he did that? Well, my recollection, you've done some worse. You've done some shit any that you wouldn't be proud of too. You
Right,
know,
right. So
I don't.
tell us a story of one of your most hypocritical moments. You know what? Tell us a story of what what you find hypocritical right now versus then. Like, tell us, did something actually personally happen, or things that you see going on in the world today? I mean, just look around you right now. There's so much going on that definitely feels hypocritical. Do you think that for Black men in America, how does that lead you?
Well, hold on for just a second. Hold on for just a
Okay.
second. Rob has asked me a question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer his question before I'm gonna answer that question. Uh,
Okay.
okay, what made you decide to do a show like this, and what made and
And
who
who
and
was your
what was
inspiration?
your inspiration? Who was my inspiration? Well, I'm gonna look dead in the camera.
Uh-oh. Let me close my eyes.
Mike Tyson was one of them.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like this guy anymore, but I sit and watch some of his stuff, and I just see how he moves and how he articulates. Arsenio Hall, Joe
Mm-hmm.
Rogan, um, people that people that actually, you know, that actually ask some questions that really got get you thinking.
Right.
And I pick parts of my style from them. Pick parts, not just I take their style. No, I pick parts of their style. And Mike Tyson with his seriousness, and Joe Rogan with his very
Fact
meekness.
checks.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like he always fact checking them. You know what I mean.
Fact check. I get
And
that fact check.
yeah, yeah, and Arsenio Hall with his charismatic
Oh,
and
yeah.
just to get the crowd hype. You know what I'm saying, and making the crowd just feel welcome. And those are my inspirations.
Those are inspirations. Okay. Did any of them inspire your comic book at all? So we can talk a little bit about Jarhead if you're ready. But do you see the
Yeah.
correlation?
Blah, 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 blah. No, I mean, when I look back at Tyson's career, I see how he was ferocious, how he was a monster in the ring, and I
Right.
took that and I picked that apart, and I said, "Damn, I want to bring this to the comic industry. I want to bring this to the podcasting industry, and I want to put that into what it is to be unique, set apart. And as you can see, the In Your Face show is set apart. And I got the most beautiful co-host
Oh,
in
thank you.
all of show business. And you're
Thank
talking to the best host in all of the world, the In Your Face
The
show.
In Your
Damn.
Face show. I want
Mm.
some of what you have over there. What you over there sipping on?
Well, sipping on fucking glory, baby. Sipping
Oh,
on just
glory.
love and
Okay, okay.
happiness,
Glory's
baby. You
good.
know what I'm saying? I'm sipping on that natural high, that love, that feeling, that those good vibes, those
The
good feelings.
spiritual high, yeah. So how would you how on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your spirituality with yourself and the world? Does it mean anything to you?
Myself in the world, I would rate it from a 20, 100. I'm gonna tell you why. Is that a lot of people don't understand this, but when they see somebody, like for example, okay, if somebody automatically just comes out of nowhere and they, well, okay, let me break this shit down. Okay, they're your friend 1 minute, right? You would say like we friends 1 minute, and all of a sudden you come out of nowhere and you attack me. You know what I'm saying? Or you attack my character, or you attack who I am. That wasn't you. That was the spirit behind you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I tell people is that look at the spirit behind the mirror, because you don't know what's behind there. And people look at the flesh rather than the spirit, because the spirit is what's important.
Right.
And if people don't recognize that and open their eyes spiritually, they'll be blinded. They don't see it, you know? And when they see people, spiritual people like me, they think that we're crazy and weird, but when they start to really see the shit that we see, they're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, oh this is, no, and then they want to go to church and praise God and all that.
Right.
Oh, but you wasn't just calling people crazy and everything. Oh, now you want to go to God and everything.
So
We
how
was
old were you though? How old were you when you felt that?
I was a child. I was a baby. I was like, I want to say I was 5 when I started really seeing spiritual stuff, like
Mhm.
demons and angels, all kinds of shit. Like all the spiritual stuff that I see, I put it in my comics. I put it in my books. So when you see the spiritual beings and you see the demented deuce, that is a reptilian. I don't know
Okay.
what I don't know if people understand or know what a reptilian is, but
Well, let them know. What is it?
a reptilian is a species is a reptilian species that that hides itself from the people, and it's more of a demon rather than a person, rather than a different species,
Right, right,
And there's a lot of celebrities in the world that are like that, but people don't see that.
right.
But see, I'm dumb. I don't know shit, so I'm just
Well, is
gonna
it
keep it quiet.
celebrities or I mean, have you seen any of that out, out in King Daniel or, out every day?
I,
They
you
don't
know,
have to be celebrities. Just,
it don't have to be celebrities, but it can be people around you. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know. You could be talking to an angel. You could be talking to God. You could be talking to a demon. You could be talking to Satan. You don't know. You know. And a lot of people are so scared of God. When God says fear me, he doesn't mean to fear him to the point to where you're running from him. He says fear him, love him to the point to fear of losing him.
Mm,
That means what he means by fear him. He wants you
right,
to love him so much that he's looking for people to love him, to enjoy him, to express him, because he wants to give them life. He wants to give them. He's not here to stop them from partying and doing what they want to do. All he
right.
wants to do is being a part of their life and overcome everything. So help them become better than what they are and stop what they're doing. And I keep telling people the narrow road and the broad road. All your friends is going down the broad road, and you're going down that narrow road. That narrow road is where all the kinks and all the wrench is going to be thrown at you. But at least you're going to grow. At least you're going to get to your destination. The broad road, they're going to get to their destination quicker than you are, because they're going down that broad road where they're not getting tested. They're not getting hit.
Right.
They're not getting destroyed. They're not getting smacked. They're not getting their characters not coming into play. None of that. They're taking on a lot of the stuff that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so let's talk about it. Just think about your own upbringing and your friends that you've had since, I don't know, high school, middle school, after. Have you noticed that in your own situation with your friends?
Some, and I try my best to guide them. You know what I'm saying? Every friend that knows me, they know me. They know me like the back of their hand. They all know me. Every last one of them. DJ, Jersey, Justin, Craig.
Right.
Every last one of them know me. I'm calling all names, and they
Call
know I
them
know 'em.
out.
They know
Okay.
They know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Matt. All of them, man. And I love those guys, man. They mean the world to me. Mike, they mean the world to me. And a lot of those guys always had my back, and a lot of those guys, I can call on them and they'll be there right there with me,
You're right there. Okay.
and they sometimes they get on my damn nerves, but
Right.
you know, they're my brothers
That's
and
normal. No. Well, that's cool. So, I also want to insert Jarhead on that subject matter just for a second because I know that Jarhead, I read that on occasion he would confide in Pastor Miguel. And so, how important do you think a confidant is in life? Not necessarily to confess, not necessarily because of anything godly or spiritual, but just in general. How important is it for you to have a person that you can, you know, confide in? Maybe they know everything about you, maybe they don't, but how important it is for you to just have someone to talk to about the things that are going on in your life.
you know, it's very, 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 very important for me because I go through so much at a time, spiritually, whether it is, physically, mentally,
Mhm.
emotionally. Um, all of my friends, like I have this couple of people that I know that I can confide in and talk to them and be like, and just let it all out. Let it all out and just spill it. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Parham is one of them. Um, uh, my guy, my guy Preston.
Mhm.
You know, my best friend Steve. Um, guys that are pivotal in my life. Mr.
Right,
Parham is my mentor, somebody that teaches me,
right.
a lot of the things that I need to know in
Yeah,
business and, um, and Miss Williams, Lucinda Williams, she's a
Miss Cinda.
really good mentor, uh, you know, Mr. Preston and Steve are those two are guys in, you know, guys that I can confide in and just let it all hang out. I can even cry in front of them, I
Right.
cry a lot,
I mean, you
what I'm
gotta do
saying?
what you gotta do. Yeah. So
You know
does
what
it,
I mean?
so having them, does it make it easier to look into your future?
Yeah.
That's part of the question. And then my next question is, because you have them, where do you see yourself in, let's just say, 10 years?
I see
You know,
them I see them, being my man, being next to me, being by me day and day. You know what I'm saying? Them ride going up the mountain with me.
right.
You
With
know,
all that swagnificent going on,
all that swagnificent. You
all
damn
that
right.
swagnificent going on there, right? Yeah. So I would just wonder, does it make it easier to at least think that you have a future, in 10 years, if this is the business that you're going to be in?
Well, see, you know, a lot of my, mishaps is that just they teach me, man, just keep going.
Yeah.
Steve is one of the ones that knows me like the book, like a book. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, and this is the thing. All the other guys that I've mentioned, those are my dogs. Those are
Right.
my dogs. They the dogs that if I have to fight somebody, I'm calling on them. You know, the ones that I've mentioned, you know what I'm saying? Those are the dogs that I could just send. They like,
Right,
I'm
right.
like,
They're
lion
there
pride, you
before
know?
you call. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're like my bros. They my big brothers, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I love them dearly like a brother. And my actual brothers, John, Josh, and Mike, they mean the world to me, you know what I'm saying? John, Josh, and Mike, they're my oldest brothers. And I learned a lot from them. I learned so much from them. And they teach me a lot every day from their life and their choices in life and what they go through. And I learn from them every day, and they mean the world to me, and I love them dearly, dearly. Big ups to my brothers, big up to my big brothers, big up
Yes,
to my
shout out
brothers'
some
brothers,
people.
and but the real person the one person truly is that truly, is my hero is my dad.
Mhm. Tell us about it.
Me and my dad, we don't really, we're not close like I want to be, but we are so much alike. You know what I'm saying? We're so much alike in so many
He's
ways.
swaggy like you. What?
Man,
He
oh
got
my
the
God, he
sauce.
just
He got the sauce.
it's
He
the
got the
sauce. Oh, I get the
he's
sauce from him.
dripping, dripping
Jesus.
in sauce, dripping in sauce. I mean, it has to come from somewhere, right?
Just dip
So,
in it, you know what I'm saying? But see, the sauce come from the Lord above,
right, right,
you know what I'm saying, he brought the sauce to me, you know what I'm saying? I
right.
got the sauce from my daddy, my daddy's daddy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But to really show that I grown as a man, I owe a lot of it to him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was a Marine, and
Wow.
I've seen him tell me the stories, and that's where I made Jarhead from because of him.
That's what I was gonna ask. Okay.
That's where I made Jarhead from. My dad, he's my hero. He's actually somebody that I would think is a soldier. You're like,
Yep. Uh-oh.
you gotta tell, "Ugh," and he sang this
Stand
song,
up
this
straight.
cadence, and all the Marines on my page know this cadence. Up
Right.
in the morning with the rise of sun, we're gonna run our days and the run is done. He's singing all through the day, all through
Oh
walking through the
man.
hallway, and and it's like, and I hear the music and he tells me the stories of how he was and what he was going through, and always wanted to be a Marine. I always
That
wanted to be in
that
the
was
Marine
my
Corps.
next question. Like, did he inspire? Was there a moment where you almost signed up for something, and
Yeah, I
got
actually
a flat tire on the way?
in high in high school, actually, they came up to me and unfortunately I couldn't go in because of my hearing and everything. 40% hearing loss in my left ear, but it is what it is. I didn't let that stop me though. I'm
Right.
still showing the love and respect to the military because of what they do.
Right.
Just by doing what I do for Jarhead, you know what I'm saying? And that means the world to me.
Right. Wow. So was there ever a moment where he tried to stop you from doing something that you probably should not have been doing? Maybe like the dad teaching the son a lesson or something of that nature. Was there anything that you're like, no, I'm doing this no matter what? And he's like, son, listen, this is not gonna be good for you.
Well, when it comes to my dad, he was always the mellow type, the one that's laid back. My mom was always the one that did
Was
that.
she?
My mom is like, if I'm dating a girl, she's going to investigate.
Oh,
Like
she's
if
gonna
I get married,
investigate. Who
yes,
is
like
talking to my son?
yeah, like she's
Right.
one of the people that tell me I can't do certain shit. Like,
Okay.
no, you ain't doing that. No,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
man. And my dad, he's more different. He's let him do it. You know what I'm saying? He got to grow sometime.
Gotta
But
learn.
my
Yeah, he gotta
mom,
learn.
Yeah, but my mom, she's different. She's like she's the tough one. You know what I mean? She's the she's the different one. She's the queen of my heart. My mom
Right.
is like I promised my mom that when I really make my first million, I'm taking her out of here. She's coming to live with me, or she getting her own place wherever I'm at.
Right. So do you ever see yourself living anywhere else?
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm. Uh huh.
where
Yep.
where have you been hoping to move to? You don't have to give the exact location, but I mean, if there's a place in California or,
I say
islands or, where would you like to be
I
for like
say
a good period of time?
I say my heart has always been in California, my spirit and
Okay.
my heart, but my mind has been. It's like I've been teared to the between the two, California and New Jersey. My mind and body is here,
Right.
but my heart and soul and spirit is in California. And God, that's in California or Vegas or West Coast. That's more like my personality.
Right.
Although I'm a East Coast, you know, guy. So, but I always wanted to go to the West Coast and build my life there and
Right.
make a difference.
So who do you think you have the personality of the most, your mom or your dad? Uh-oh. That made you laugh. That's funny. I am definitely like my dad for sure. But I mean, who do other people notice? Others will probably notice it more.
Well, I mean, my sisters would say my dad because I look just like my dad,
Mhm.
but I'm more like my mom. You know what I'm saying? But I have the characteristics of my dad. I'm more calm like my dad. I'm more
Right.
mellow and laid back like my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more, a
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm more of a different type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, yeah, I'm more like my mom. More like my
Like,
mom.
okay.
Hmm.
So, is there anything else you would like to share with us about your childhood that you think would be important for us to know?
Well, the pivotal moments that has been
Yes.
that
There's a moment. What is the moment? What is the pivotal moment that brought us to swaggy King Daniel Taylor? What is that moment?
well, when I was younger, I had low self esteem. You know what I'm saying? Until there was a time
Hmm.
I started, what I'm saying, just looking in the mirror and just building looking at other guys, looking at guys that had that swag, that good look, what I'm saying, even though they wasn't the best looking, but had that self just love, just mm,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
So do you think looks are important, every day now, not necessarily in magazines or anything, but as we're doing this thing called social media, what do you think appeals to the audience more these days?
I'm gonna say uh, now the questions is coming in.
Oh no. Okay, just do one. What would you
I'm coming.
say?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
I'm
You
trying to
know what
get
I'm
to
saying?
the comic books, y'all, but um,
I told you, this is God. It ain't me. This is God. He keeps
this is God.
wherever he want to go. He takes it, and so it's taking a little time, but um, well, man, hold on. What was the question again? Oh, the pivotal moment. Pivotal moment.
Really,
Okay. Pivotal
really.
moment. The pivotal moment, man. It's a sad one too. Two sad ones. Uh,
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
no,
I'm
it
whatever
has to
you
be
want to
said.
talk
It
about.
has to be
Okay,
said.
it
You
has
know
to
what I
be
mean?
said. Okay.
It has to be said. This is where I be kind of a little bit of crying, a little bit, But and some may not believe it, but if it happened to you, you believe it.
Yeah.
But being a black man, being a black man in America, especially in your own hood, when this happens to you, you don't like you feel violated, you feel disrespected, you feel hurt, pissed off, sad, and you don't think that it's going to happen to you, but it happens to you. Um, when I was younger, I was like 19 years old, and I'm walking down the street, playing, bouncing my ball. I was to be reckoned with playing the ball. You know what I'm saying? Dunking, you know, you
But
know what
you
I'm
wasn't
saying?
a point guard like me. Okay, go.
Yeah, you was. You know, I was a center. I was
It's
always in the
okay.
middle.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So I was always blocking shots. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who played with me
Air
just.
ball. Okay.
I never was a shooter. I was always
That's what
hook
they
shot.
all say, right? That's what they all say. I just know how to dribble. Okay.
I'm gonna get to your question, Matt. Hold on. But when I was 19, I was playing basketball at the time and walking down the street, dribbling the ball, and then I see something from the corner of my eye, and I look, and I keep walking, and they're creeping behind me. They're like slowly creeping behind me, and it's purplish, burgundyish kind of car. You know what I'm saying? And it's an Impala. One of those like you remember how Impalas was big
Right.
in the inside, like Cadillacs,
Yeah.
and you could fit like 7 or 6 people in at a time in that motherfucker. And when I was looking around, looking, I'm like, what the fuck? And as soon as I stopped, they get out of the car, rush me, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, 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 and it's like 6, maybe 7 state troopers, buzz cuts, big dudes, guns and whatever. And this was a time where Camden, New Jersey was at its peak of deaths and killings, and we was the most dangerous city at one time, one of the most dangerous
Right.
cities at one time.
I remember.
And the police officers couldn't contain it at the time, but now, and the state troopers, when like it's always a thing where they either call the Coast Guards or the state troopers, or where they can't control something, a
Right.
hood or whatever. Either call the Coast Guards or state troopers. But they at this time they called the state troopers, and they state troopers was known for pop you if you get out of line, like straight pop you, or would actually kill you. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. And at this time, I was scared, and they was frisking me, rough with me, and I'm like, they's like, where were you going? Where were you going? No, I'm not going any. I wasn't going anywhere. I was just going to go play basketball. I had my ball. I'm going to go play basketball, and they're like, no, no, like they're like, shut up. Like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. You know, and I'm just sitting there, confused. Like, why me? What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And I not knowing this is on a drug street. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. I was 19 years old, young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Still wet behind the ears. You know what I'm saying? Of course, with my friends, they think I'm still wet behind the ears, but whatever. Uh,
I was gonna say there's another word that comes after young and dumb, but it's okay. Go ahead.
yeah, young, dumb, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
yeah.
old
That one,
school.
that one.
Yeah.
And and the thing is, it was happened was, I was just at a time, I was just, scared out my mind. I was shaking, and they asked me, where you throw where the drugs at? Where the drugs at? Where do you throw the drugs at? I'm like, drugs? What the hell? I never smoked a drug in my life. And they're like, shut up, you're lying, you're lying. I'm like, drugs? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never smoked, never done any drugs. And at the time, being as though I'm in my own home, my own hood, I'm thinking, being as though people know me, they're gonna come to my rescue. They're gonna come to let these motherfuckers know that I'm not into that. I never done anything like that. So here I'm thinking, they're going to, being as though they couldn't find the drugs or whatever that they was looking for, because I ain't have no drugs. Didn't know what nothing
Right.
was about. So me thinking they was going to frame me and pull something out their pocket and say, this is where we found it, you know what I'm saying? And I thought I was going to lose my life because when I saw them coming up, my first instinct was to run, but something was like, don't move and don't run. Don't
Mhm.
run, just stand there. And I just had my hands up and I just, I was scared and I'm like, what the fuck going on? And one day, the first thing that went to my mind when I saw the guns, I'm like, oh shit, oh no, that was the
Right,
first time I
right.
ever saw a gun. And I'm like, I'm scared out of my mind. I was crying. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. And they're like, just telling me, shut up. You don't know, what I mean, shut up, this and that, that and this. And they're rough with me. And they, at this time, they frisk me and they throw me on the ground,
Wow.
face first. And they pull out all my money. I had a little couple of eyes, you know what I'm saying? Couple of eyes, like little change flying all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And papers in my out my pocket, and everything. And they telling me, where you coming from? Where you coming from? I'm coming from yada da da da. My house is right across the street, or right around the corner. And I'm, telling them, and I'm like, what is going on? Why are y'all doing this to me? What did I do? And like I thought they was going to come for the guys that was on the corner. No, they
Right.
came
They came
straight
for
after
you.
me. And I'm
Wow.
like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like,
Right. I'm just
and
trying to play basketball.
yeah, I'm just going
Right.
to the basketball center, and everybody that know me that lives in North Camden knows that where the basketball center is at. And at the time, when I went there, like they got me off the ground and it was like, uncuffed me. And it was like, you fit the description of a criminal that we was chasing. And I'm like, how the fuck do I'm a goddamn black dude
Right.
that fit the description of, and these all the white dudes, these all the white cops, state troopers or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cop, state trooper, same thing. I don't give a fuck. But and they all frisking me and they telling me shut up. They're very ignorant and rude and everything. And I'm like, I'm crying. I didn't know what to do. So I'm just like, the hell is going on? Like I'm confused, and and I'm thinking they going to come around and they just sitting there watching. I'm like,
Right.
what are y'all doing? And so they tell me, get out of here. And I'm like, oh man. And after this, I felt violated. I felt disrespected, hurt. You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I ever experienced racism, like aggressively. You know what I mean? I
Right.
experienced it before verbally, but physically and Aggressively? Nah, that was the first time, you know what I'm saying? And I went to the center and I was crying, and my mentor today, Mr. D, told me, uh he was like, "What's wrong?" And I got frisked by some cops, and it was like it was racism. And he said it was racism, man. Black man in America, and I just cried. You know what I mean? That
Right.
was yeah.
So I think you mentioned also too that while you were looking around, no one that looked like you helped you out either. So how did that also make you feel?
Felt hurt. You know what I mean? Because I thought that bitch, though they knew me, they knew my family, they knew who I
Right.
was, and I thought they was gonna be like, "Nah, you ain't like that." You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
all always uh fighting for theirs. I'm like, fight for us.
Right.
'Cause fight for the people that's not in the stuff.
Right.
And I at the time it didn't happen. I grew from it though. Um, after
So
that situation happened,
go ahead. Mhm.
after that situation happened, it didn't happen again. You know, thankfully. And
So as a
uh,
so as a part of that healing, because it's really a healing process, right? To this day, when things like this happen to so many of us in America, was drawing one of your outlets, which is how Jarhead, I believe you said, came about. You loved to draw when you were little, but did that drawing help telling this story, Jarhead? Did it help at least heal some part of that experience? Because I want you to talk about the characters in this comic book series. I did get a chance to read it, and I want you to talk about it because they're important too.
well, yeah. Like I said, I draw everything that I've been through in my comics, everything, and like everything in my comics. I mean, like you know, every character that I make, you notice that they have a mean face.
Right,
Well, you got to understand that I'm a giant, I'm a monster, and I'm a warrior. So I fight daily, whether it's spiritual, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I'm always in a battle with something, always. And what people don't understand is that a warrior that fights every day. She's never happy, never smiling all the time. But I also smile through my pain. You know
right,
what I'm saying? I also smile through my hurt. I also understand that my pain is not for me, but it's for somebody else to
right,
see this and to see that they can overcome too. You know what I'm saying? It's
right,
not about trying to make people feel like they're not worthy. They're worthy of everything. They could do anything. You know what I mean? And yes, drawing was my healing mechanism. Yeah.
So there's a character that you named Mike, right? Mike actually approaches Jarhead and says he's a friend and says he's someone that knows, so much about him. And Jarhead was a little confused about that. Tell us about that and if that is an actual life experience where someone, comes up to you, act like they, and they act like they know you or they know so much about you, and really they're really sending you on this mission, on a mission. How does that how did you come up with that concept and or that character or that just that thought, right? How did that come about?
Well, me and my script writer, because I write the stories, but I have another person that write the scripts for me, and which is Bill McCormick and Andre Owens. Got to
Shout
give
them
y'all a
out,
shout out.
shout them out. Okay.
Um, they actually helped me, get these characters out. And Mike is a form of a character from my childhood. Mike is my Mike is one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mike is, but there's another Mike that is one of my friends, and me and him, we are different. You know what I'm saying? We clicked soon as we met each other. And me and Mike, we're like, I know what Mike is all about. Mike is very cool. He's just a tad bit aggressive, tad bit. Yeah, he
Just
should
a
be. You
tad.
know,
A
let
little
leave that up to
less
me.
swaggier
You
than
know,
you. Okay.
well, it got to be a swag. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to this question right here. I'm answering your
Okay.
question. You
Okay.
know, when you were a kid, what comics influenced you? What did the idea for Jarhead come from? mm,
Well, I think you said Jarhead was inspired by your dad, right?
hmm
I
But
like the part.
it also was inspired by um Punisher, Deathblow, all those guys that were vigilantes and were all about crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Punisher, Spawn, and all those guys. Yeah, it's a
Was that your
combination of those
first
characters.
comic? It's like the
That is.
very first one that you saw that said, "Ooh, you know."
Like Wolverine, Jarhead gets his anger, his mean streak from Wolverine and his tenacity from Wolverine, but he gets his menacing and careless, you know, will kill you at the drop of a dime type of attitude in the battlefield from Punisher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Well, just for the record, I cried when Logan in the movie Logan when the Wolverine died. Just want to put that out. I was a big baby in the
Well,
theater. I was in the theater with tissue. It was not good, but yeah,
well,
I was,
he always come back. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was,
That's my favorite
I
character.
was not happy about that scene, like at all. But we had to get through it. Okay, so
Uh,
that was okay. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, what did an idea for Jarhead come about? I already answered that question. I'm
Yeah.
good. What was the
Well,
question that you
I
was
want
asking?
to know. I want you to tell the audience about this character with the red shaved hair. I
All
want you to
right.
tell them her name and what inspired where does she come from?
Um, Red Magic.
Yes, Red Magic. Hey girl.
You know, actually, Red Magic is the character that was supposed to be Jarhead's wife,
Oh, what
but he
happened?
didn't. She is his love interest, but she didn't. He did not know it.
He
She
didn't
was.
know it? Oh,
He
okay.
didn't know it. She was chasing after him instead of him chasing after her. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
It's a scene in part two where she comes up and she sits down. She tries to get a lap dance and she's like, "Let me get a lap dance, daddy." You know, he's like, "Man," and he
Get off
shrugs
me.
off. Man, get the
Right.
fuck out of here, man! God, get out of here. He just came in from a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Of beating somebody's ass and shit. And he's like, "Man, get the fuck out of
Trying to
here."
get a
He's
lap dance. Okay.
yeah, and he's with Mike and Peter at the table at the bar, and Mike is like, man, Mike is like, oh shit,
Right.
and Peter like, damn, you gonna turn away some pussy, and like and and Jarhead is
You're
like,
not getting into heaven with that one. God ain't gonna let you in.
and Jarhead is like, man, fuck her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she is so determined. She was like, I like that in a man.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? She like, I like that in a man, and she pursues him. And but see, in the this is a scene where, like, this is a scene where Jarhead is about to walk into an ambush with Mike and Peter, but God puts in the mind. He notifies Red Magic about the ambush,
Okay.
and before Jarhead and them get out the store, get out the bar, it's a funny scene because Jarhead like, oh shit, and because they kick the door, and Jarhead's like, oh shit, Jarhead's not a punk, but
Right.
shit catches him off guard, you know what I mean, and Red Magic is at the top of the roof. He's like, man, she was like, the guy's like, go stop that. And
Right.
Red Magic kicks everybody's ass.
That's right.
All the guys
That's
that was
right.
outside kicks them their ass. Just one, like, just cause I'll tell you about her a little bit later in the broadcast, but she's an ass kicker, really much an ass kicker, and she kicks their ass, right? And she's like, gotta save you every time, don't I?
Every
I love.
time.
She was like, I love saving my man. I'm like, he's like,
Yo,
ew.
man, what?
And he and he looks at her, and Jerry looks at her. He's like, what the hell? Why are you what? Ew. Like,
Right.
leave me alone.
Right.
Leave the hell alone. And what is wrong with you? And she's chasing him. And Mike start laughing at him because he knows that's his wife.
Right.
Mike knows that Red Magic is his wife, and he laughs. He's laughing. He's like, he tells Jarhead, "You're going to realize. You're going to understand later on." And
Right.
Peter's like, "Oh yeah, he is." And they drive off, and that's the end of the scene. And she goes back and she does her thing in the strip club.
Okay. Oh, she's a stripper too?
Yeah, she's a dancer.
Oh, okay.
She was made to dance because um she was a prostitute at the time. You know what I'm saying? She had a bad childhood, you know what I'm saying, upbringing. And she was in there because, she was trying to be, you know, servant to her pimp, which is demented deuce.
Right.
And, you know, demented deuce is like one of those guys where he got his hand in everything. He's evil. Evil as shit. And not saying pimps are evil, nah, I'm just saying like pimps are evil, but but I'm just saying, it can change, it could change. But what I'm saying is that uh, the way I made Demented Deuce is I made him to be more evil than Joker,
Okay. So he's the
but
main antagonist or he's the villain?
he's one of the main antagonists. But there's also a Judas in the story.
Tell us about it. Tell us as much as you can without, giving it away because you want everyone to go and you want people to read it and go see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to say, tell us just a little bit about it. You don't have to tell us.
Okay. Iron Strike. Right. Iron Strike is like the Judas of the group
Okay.
because he's like the one that was one of Jarhead's best friends,
Okay.
and Jarhead is learning about who he is as a warrior, but he also knows that keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right?
Right.
And at the time, the Iron Strike was his friend, his boy. Then all of a sudden, he stabs him in the back because
Hmm.
he basically tells he stabs him in the back and he sides with Demented Deuce. You know what I'm saying? And every person that sides with Demented Deuce, they are morphing into what Demented Deuce is, a
Okay.
reptilian, basically. But see, Red Magic didn't turn because she already knew. She knew what God has her in the enemy's camp. She knew about it.
Right.
That's why she didn't take over. She wasn't taken over. She's in the enemy's camp for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I hope I ain't
Another.
saying too much.
No, you have. Oh, I thought you were checking another question.
No, 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 no. But um, the story, like this story is so big. That's for book two. That's all book two. What I
Book
just
two.
said, all that books two.
Well, where can they find those books? Where can they
Book
find? Where can
one,
they read it? Where can you?
book one is on PayHip, but I'll send everybody the link, whatever, if y'all want to read it, if y'all want to read it, or
They want to read it. They want to read
if
it.
y'all want to buy it or
They
whatever,
want
if
to
y'all want to
buy
buy it,
it.
let me know. But if y'all want to read the PDF, come to me and um I'll let you read it. But um when I have a big thing about to happen, I'm working on getting some physical prints.
Okay.
Physical prints is you're going to want to buy this because it's going to have gold covers in it, and it's going to have posters,
Hmm.
and that's why I didn't bring it up yet, because physical prints are what you want. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, there's a couple other things going to be coming with it, and I could be doing a Kickstarter too.
Yeah, my next question was, are there any other projects that you are working on right now that you want to share with us or upcoming for 2023?
I'm still working on I have some stuff that I want to bring out with a character called Smoke, and I'm going to finish Collision of the Colossus Part One. You know what I'm saying? I want to do my Kickstarter to fund book two of Jarhead, and to finish Collision of the Colossus, which is a small book, which is like a little sequel, like a little spin-off for, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
for the it's an action book. So it's like an action scene in book two, which I'm turning that into a series,
Oh, okay. Next
full
year?
action. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I actually started working on it. I'll show it to you a little later.
Okay.
But uh I'm actually working on characters. Let me know if you want to be a part of the story, because I am doing characters
I thought you
for.
were already gonna say I was red magic, but it's okay.
Yeah, she is Red Magic. Actually,
No.
when I start going to the comic conventions, I might just have you model out the character.
Red magic, yeah. I mean, she's super dope. Just looking at her is empowering, you know.
Well, and also it's a model after one of my friends. She's modeled after one of my friends called um Tasha. But um she it's two characters modeled after my friend Tasha. But um there's a character called Miss Divine. And
Oh, uh-oh.
Miss Divine is
Uh-oh.
the bad bitch of the group.
I
You know what
might
I'm
like
saying?
her. I might like her.
The one that's the raunchy one, the raunchy one, the one that's from the hood, the one that's ratchet. And she's like the one that don't care. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I will beat your ass and tell your mama I
In my
fucking did it.
sleep, right? She beating ass
Yeah.
in her sleep. Okay.
Yeah. She's like the one that, like, she reminds me of Miss Elise.
Oh, Miss Hollywood.
Yeah, she reminds me of
Okay.
her.
How so?
And
Okay.
she's more older than Red Magic. She's a little bit older than Red Magic. She's like, because actually Miss Divine is actually a trap queen. You know what a trap queen is, right?
No, I don't know what a trap queen is. Of course, I know what a trap queen
A trap queen is, you know what I'm saying? And she is the trap queen of Demented Deuce. And she knows what Demented Deuces do. She knows what Demented Deuce do. She knows he's evil, but she is loyal to him because she, you know what I'm saying, but she won't fight Jarhead, which is Jarhead is his enemy. Which I'll tell you the backstory of Jarhead and Demented Deuce a little bit later.
is. Okay.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Because
I'm sure Miss Elise would love that call too for Miss Divine.
I mean, I'm quite sure too. I
Yes.
want to. I mean, because like I said, I'm quite sure she'll want to put cornrows in her hair and put on the glasses. These like she's. I'm telling you, it's gonna be
Yes.
fun.
I
She
just
actually wear.
already pictured it in my mind. Yes.
Yeah, she wear latex and shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She
Yep.
has a latex jumpsuit, and she's one of the ladies that don't she does not care whatsoever. She will fuck you up. And she is actually Jarhead's best friend. Like she's Jarhead's
Yeah.
like home girl. Like she's
Okay.
Jarhead big sister. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Um there's another character too. There's another female character called Strawberry.
Strawberry. Oh.
I call her Strawberry Licious.
You and these names. What is inspires you to get these names?
Well,
Stripper, you went to are they stripper club names? Come on. Red Magic, Miss Divine. Are we on a roll here? What is happening?
I mean, nah, it's just like it's just how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I'm more my mind goes all over the place. So I pick up ideas and names from everywhere. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? They come all over the place. They come
Good
out of
answer.
nowhere.
Good answer. That's what I would have
You know
said
what I'm
too.
saying? It's all over the place. So my mind is like if I could look at a product and say Thorax. That's a cool name, you know, Thorax.
Right.
Or I could pick up with something and be like, okay, I can make a character out of that. You know what I'm saying? And there's something in my mind that just clicks with when it comes to creativity. When it
Mhm.
comes to creativity, creativity is nothing to me. Like I can do
Right.
it in my sleep.
Right.
Creativity is like I could create something out of nothing. What I mean by that is like I create something I create a character out of thin air and make it
Mhm.
something.
That's what makes you swagnificent. What are you
You're
talking
damn
about?
right. I
What are
mean,
you saying? That's what makes you
just
swagnificent.
swag enough. You know what I'm saying? Swag enough and swagadocious and swag apocalypse and
Swagdocious,
you know.
strawberry licious. I mean, what else? So what else? Exactly. What else would you like to tell us? I mean, we're at the point now where I want to know what your message is now for the creatives out there, the anyone. What's your message?
My message is to you tell these people, man, create your own shit. Stop trying to bring another man's dream to fruition. If you have a dream, work on your dream. Because it's like this. If you want to work at Marvel, you want to work at Marvel. But it's going to come a time where you're going to want to work on your own shit. You're going to want to work on your own shit. I get it. You want to start off in Marvel, you want to do this, you want to do that. But what if Marvel is not your place? What if Marvel is not where you need to be? What if God puts you in a place to be a leader? You don't want to be in a place where you're being held back. You don't want to be in a place where you're going to get where shit going to get stolen from you. You want to be in a place where you can reign. You want to be in a place where you can overcome shit. You want to be in a place where you can create freely. Where all that money that comes from those characters that you sell, all that money is yours, nobody
Right.
else's. And the thing about it is like me. shit, I know that all this shit coming. I know I know all of this that I created. All of that is going to blossom soon. That's why I'm not worried about it. Just continue to be y'all, man. Continue to do you. Continue to build you up. Stop worrying about shit that don't mean shit. Worry about you and build you up because at the end of the day, all you have is you, nobody else. Because then you come in this goddamn world alone and you're going to die alone. So
Right.
you're going to have to stand before God too
Exactly.
alone. So,
Well,
hey.
well, that was an amazing last words, I tell you. We are at the part of the show now where I hope I've done you justice in being the interviewer this time around. I got to interview Mr. Swagnificent himself. Look at him fixing his hat, y'all. Y'all got to see him fix his beanie. I'm gonna do it every time you do it. I'm gonna do it every time he fixes beanie.
I
Um,
had to fold it up a little bit, little something, you know what I mean? Little bit. But
exactly.
nah, like, um,
So, is there anything else you want to say? I'm gonna throw it up to you. I'm gonna throw it back to you. Thank you guys for listening out there and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And he is going to leave you all with the last words here on the In Your Face. What did you do, show?
ah,
Ah.
I got an idea for some shirts, right?
Right.
I was thinking in your face, and then put the finger like the thumb show, like the thing where I do
Okay.
like that
Yeah.
show, and
So, okay. Yeah, that
I,
sounds good.
I yeah, I'm thinking, because because me, I like to, show off and everything. I'm a show off, so I'm a show off because I'm
Look at
tied
all
up.
that. Look at all that confidence right there. Look, it's changing colors. There's so much up here. I see it. Look at that's why you keep fixing your hat, huh? Because it's a lot.
Well, look, I tell you what. It's like Ric Flair like used to say. It's like Ric Flair. It's like what Ric Flair said. I'm styling, profiling. You know what I'm saying? Wheeling, stealing, limousine riding, jet flying. Woo! Son of a gun. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Look,
That's right.
I tell it like this. Swagnificent comes the Swagnificent one is my alter ego.
Mhm.
He's the one that speaks up. He's the one that keeps it real. The one that's just a part of me that's my confident side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's that heartbeat. That's the backbone of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that about me, but I'm a
Now
comic
they
guy. So
do. I don't know if you're ready.
they better get ready. You know what I mean? They better get
They
ready.
better get ready because here I come.
Oh yeah. But shit. Oh shit. But anyway, um thank y'all for watching.
Thank y'all for watching.
It's been a blast. It's been awesome. It's been crazy. Crazy. I mean, if y'all have questions, all y'all gotta do is comment box, hit me in my inbox. Damn, like don't ask me the questions when I get in the inbox and be like, oh, you should have asked my question. Nigga, come on now. You had a chance. You had
Yeah.
the chance to get to know me now. All y'all gotta do is get to know me, y'all. But y'all didn't want to do it, so now
Next time.
next
They
time.
they better. They better, huh?
Anyway, I mean, I say it like this, I say it like this,
You have a question?
yeah. What
Oh,
made you
there's
ask?
oh, is
No,
there a
no,
que-
no,
I
no, no,
thought you were reading a question.
no,
Okay.
no, no. You good, you good, you good. 2023, I plan for it to be my coming out. party and taking over this motherfucker.
Okay, I heard that.
I don't mean coming out the closet. I
I
just
don't think you were
to
too
the next
clear when you
motherfucker.
said that. Say it again. I don't think anyone heard that. You weren't clear.
2023
But
is my year of being the best.
yeah.
It's my year of reaping my harvest. Trust me. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming, baby. And when it does, you'll like
Ain't my fault.
it. Oh yeah, too. Oh yeah, too. Hey y'all, tune into the 100th episode
Oh yeah.
where everybody's gonna be here. Everybody that's been on the show can come and enjoy the show. You know what I mean? And to celebrate with me. Celebrate with my guests, my co-hosts, my lovely co-host, my lovely assistant, Miss Nakia Bryant, you know.
Right.
And, a lot of my friends been telling me, oh, she's beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, I'm actually happy that I had you as my co-host, you know.
Thank you for having me. This is great. This is great. You
See,
don't know how much this is into taking a part in some healing, you know? So it's good to talk about it, but it's good to have a show and talk about it.
yeah, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like this makes me feel good. But nah, though, whoever's watching, and I know it's going to hit a lot of people. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Those who are watching that is not in the broadcast, just I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And if I would have had some champagne right now, to the in your face show, ka-ching. I saw that.
I didn't do nothing. That wasn't me, man.
I saw
That
that.
was my twin.
Nah, man. But I thank y'all for just being here. It's all love, baby. It's all good in the hood.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for the love and the
See y'all.
high.
See y'all next time.
And it's been in your face. Bye. Peace. Damn it. Come on.